Alrighty, I've worked on this weekend. This is VOFA. There's not that much to it. I got this circuit board naked, and then you put your header in. There's a couple of gals that do decoding. I don't know what the logic is. I did read them and make files though, called 3 octal bus transceivers, which is nice, which means that these ribbon cables are a lot less hackish. This is, you can run 30 centimeter cable with it, so this is within spec. And this is an ISA slot that I stole from a dead 286 I bought on eBay for like $8. And getting a slot off of it was a bear because just those boards are heavy and it's just really hard. I ended up taking a heat gun and just stroking it back and forth along these until they all went shiny. And when the board started to smoke, I just threw it down on the floor and bing, all the parts fly off. And that's how I got this ISA slot. Everything else I had in my kit, there's one thing that is preventing me from testing this today, and that is that diode right there. And it's pathetic. It's a 4148, I think. So it's like common as dirt, and I don't have it. So also I haven't addressed power supply's needs, but I did look. I did check and find the where it says, I think it's B7 on this card, and I tracked B7 and discover that if you look over on this side, you'll see, I think the 7th pin from the front goes nowhere, which means it does not need negative 12 volts. And also, I'm leaving it stock. Look how new it is. I mean, I thought it was new, but I looked, and you can see right there where the it's been plugged in and unplugged. You know, so it's been used, but it was used nicely. So I'm going to upgrade this RAM when I have a working system. So anyway, this is, I had it laid down this way because that is approximately the way I decided that it would go inside the machine. And let me show you why. So we'll go ahead and set Mr. VOFA aside here and take Mr. Skins off. And look here, and you'll see the processor stack where the VOFA will go. So the VOFA will go underneath the 536 accelerator there, and then this will nestle. That little L-shaped bit right there is going to nestle right here in between this capacitor and here, and there's plenty of space. This stuff is going to get deleted. These foam blocks, I'm going to have to come up with some other solution, but there is space there, and leading the cable out here, since there's a giant gap now between the top and bottom case, is probably doable. I'm gonna have to cut a slot in the bottom, I think, or the top. I mean, and but the bottom would make it. If I did it on the top, it would make the top basically unremovable. Now there's a guy on the Atari forums who published a photo of a case that he had made that just basically drops down. It's a bread box. It's an ST themed bread box, and it drops down on top of this. Then you unplug the keyboard, and it has a kind of a frame that dresses the keyboard, and you can click it in, and then you have a separate keyboard. You know, of course, you have to rig another cable, which actually I did yesterday while I was doing some other stuff. I don't know if you can see the cable here, but I went ahead and extended it because it's just so, it's only 2 inches inside there, and I moved the keyboard around a lot. Anyway, so that's my progress. I will report more when I have a working VOFA.